Top 5 airplane incidents of all time. Air travel is considered one of the safest ways to move across the world. Yet history reminds us that when aviation fails, the consequences can be devastating. These incidents didn't just shock the world, they permanently changed aviation safety. This is not about fear or conspiracy. It is about lessons written in the sky through tragedy. Here are the top 5 airplane incidents of all time. Incident 5, Air France Flight 447 2009. On June 1, 2009, Air France Flight 447 departed Rio de Janeiro for Paris on a routine overnight journey across the Atlantic Ocean. The Airbus A330 carried 228 passengers and crew. While flying through a storm-heavy equatorial zone, ice crystals blocked the aircraft's pitot tubes, causing incorrect airspeed readings. The autopilot disconnected suddenly, leaving pilots confused. Conflicting data flooded the cockpit, and the aircraft was mistakenly pulled upward instead of stabilizing. The plane entered a high-altitude stall that the pilots failed to recognize. For over 3 minutes, the aircraft fell uncontrollably into the Atlantic Ocean. All 228 people on board were killed, making it one of the most tragic pilot error-related disasters. The black boxes were recovered nearly 2 years later, revealing critical training gaps. This crash reshaped pilot training worldwide, emphasizing manual flying skills. Incident for Japan Airlines Flight 123-1985. On August 12, 1985, Japan Airlines Flight 123 departed Tokyo for a short domestic flight to Osaka. The Boeing 747 carried 524 people on board. Just 12 minutes after takeoff, a catastrophic failure occurred when the rear pressure bulkhead ruptured. The aircraft suffered explosive decompression and lost vital hydraulic systems. With almost no control, the pilots struggled for 32 agonizing minutes to keep the plane airborne. The aircraft moved erratically as passengers realized their fate. The plane crashed into Mount Takamagara, killing 520 people. Only 4 passengers survived, making it the deadliest single aircraft accident in history. Investigators traced the cause to an improper repair years earlier. This tragedy forced stricter maintenance standards across the aviation industry. Incident 3, Pan Am Flight 103, Lockerbie 1988. On December 21, 1988, Pan Am Flight 103 departed London for New York, carrying 259 passengers and crew. 38 minutes into the flight, the aircraft exploded mid-air. The wreckage scattered across the town of Lockerbie, Scotland, killing 11 people on the ground. The total death toll reached 270. Investigations revealed the cause was a bomb hidden inside a suitcase in the cargo hold. This was not an accident, but an act of terrorism. The Lockerbie bombing triggered global outrage and one of the largest investigations in aviation history. Libyan intelligence agents were later held responsible. This incident permanently changed airport security, baggage screening, and international counter-terrorism measures. Incident to Tenerife Airport Disaster 1977. On March 27, 1977, 2 Boeing 747 aircraft, one from KLM and one from Pan Am, were diverted to Tenerife due to a bomb threat elsewhere. The small airport became overcrowded, and thick fog reduced visibility to near zero. Miscommunication between pilots and air traffic control followed. Believing it had takeoff clearance, the KLM aircraft accelerated down the runway while the Pan Am plane was still taxiing ahead. The collision was catastrophic, killing 583 people and becoming the deadliest aviation accident in history. Human error and unclear communication were blamed. This disaster led to standardized aviation phraseology and the creation of crew resource management training worldwide. Incident 1, September 11 attacks, -9/11/2001. On September 11, 2001, 4 commercial airplanes were hijacked by terrorists in the United States. The planes were deliberately turned into weapons. 2 aircraft struck the World Trade Center towers, 1 hit the Pentagon, and 1 crashed in Pennsylvania after passenger resistance. Nearly 3,000 people were killed, making it the deadliest aviation-related event ever recorded. The attacks exposed massive security vulnerabilities. In response, aviation security was completely transformed. Reinforced cockpit doors, TSA screening, and air marshals became standard. 9/11s reshaped not only aviation, but global politics and human behavior forever. Each of these incidents caused unimaginable loss, but they also saved future lives. Every safety rule in aviation today exists because of past tragedy. Modern air travel is safer because mistakes were studied, systems improved, and lessons learned. The sky remembers everything. These stories remind us that aviation safety is written in sacrifice, and those lessons must never be forgotten.